Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for taking the time to join us this afternoon in this presentation from Jigsaw Business Group.
So this afternoon, I've got two presentations for you. The first one is a very short general presentation about who we are, Jigsaw Business Group. And then we're going to go for a recorded demo of the actual app. So I'll start with a few words about us. Important to know that unlike a lot of presenters that were in front of you presenting their apps and software, we're not a software developer. We chose to partner with a software developer, but we are a business consultancy. We've been in existence since 1995, so this year marks our 30th anniversary. And we've been helping businesses across the manufacturing, particularly the manufacturing sectors, improve their performances. We are all ex-industrial practitioners and consultants, so we didn't start our career as consultants. We started our career in the industry. I, for one, before I joined Jigsaw 10.5 years ago, I spent 25 years in automotive in a variety of roles: product development, project management, logistics, purchasing, etc. And my colleagues are of similar ilk to me. So we boast unrivaled sector knowledge and technical expertise, first-hand industry experience, an extensive network of highly skilled associates. We are a very small company. We are based in Sunderland, in the northeast of England. We've got a small team of permanent employees, but we've got a vast network around the world of skilled practitioners that are there to help us. We work with strict adherence to ISO 9001, all of our activities, and we offer also recruitment services based on payment on success only, so risk-free to the client. Us in numbers, so 30 years experience I already mentioned, more than 500 consultants placed in over 150 projects. We got two offices. One, as I mentioned already, in Sunderland. The other one is in Hengelo in the Netherlands. More than 150 clients served in 23 countries around the world. So what we do, three areas of activities: business consultancy, which comprises of operational improvement, so quality, capacity, lead time, QCD, improvement, operational excellence. We do product development and CAD services. We do supply chain, so all from logistics, soup to nuts supplier services, supplier sourcing, NPD, NPI, project management, and as well as training, development, and coaching. That's a business consultancy. Behind that, we've got the recruitment services I mentioned already, risk-free, pay and result only, expert advice on hiring process. We're known in the industry as the ones that find those needles in haystacks, and we have access to extensive pool of STEM talent. So all around technical recruitment. And finally, digital services. So this is what we are here to talk about today. We have a suite of tools, digital tools that are available for our clients, and where we see improvement, where we see any of those tools can bring improvements to the client, we bring it forward. The one in particular I'll be talking about today is an app that we developed with our technology partners. A visual of what I already mentioned, the areas where in the world where we had interventions. You can see spanning both Europe, North Africa, Asia, and the US. The sectors that we are strong in: transportation, including rail and automotive, manufacturing, renewables, warehousing and logistics, general engineering, and construction. Some of our clients, you can see quite an eclectic selection here of both a combination of blue chip companies, large companies like the Bombardiers and JCBs of this world, as well as more niche and SMEs. So we work comfortably with both large corporations and SMEs alike, and are able to migrate between the two. So the topic of this afternoon is JigsawSafe. Part of our digital suite of tools is JigsawSafe. As Godfrey already mentioned, it's an app-based tool, and it's designed to capture tamper-proof evidential data. And what it does, it's helping saving money, reducing carbon footprint to organizations. So the digital forms enable users to follow predefined set of instructions. So bring it from a complex set of instructions, either verbally or in paper form, to a digital using your nomadic device, typical a handheld device. Allowing teams to remotely see and verify in real time what's going on in the supply chain. Remote users can seek help via a secure link on the app, again recorded and tamper-proof, and which all helps to ensure fact-driven discussions and action planning around physical evidence. It's overall supporting teams to collaborate remotely, gather, share, and store data securely. Some use cases you might say, I'm not sure where the audience today is, what sectors they represent, but typically in the kind of clientele that we work with, the likes of automotive, rail, general manufacturing, construction, we see remote sign-off of production tooling can be a use for this tool. Remote pre-site assessment survey, as I mentioned already, a standard operation embedded in digital form, so you can actually make training a much easier and maybe very reproductive process. Pre-shipment of goods, compliance verification, factory qualification, remote audits, etc., etc. And in summary, you're linking an activity to a time, to a place. So every bit of data that you capture on the app gets a geostamp and a timestamp. That geostamp and timestamp are then encrypted and are tamper-proof. So it can be created can be used as evidence in a later date. The key advantages: save time, travel, and improve efficiency. So instead of sending engineers halfway across the world to qualify a factory, to sign off a piece of equipment that needs to be verified, or verify a shipment, you can use your mobile device, send an electronic link to your counterpart across the world. They'll be downloading the app, they'll be opening the app, and it will show them a set of instructions, and everything that they capture on the app will then be timestamped and geostamped. When it's then uploaded onto the cloud on the secure server, it's tamper-proof. So this is the advantage of that. We actually came across this technology in other industries, so it's been used. The technology has been used successfully for the last 7 to 8 years in the insurance sector, in the utility sector. So in the insurance sector, it's absolutely vital for the surveyor to link that activity to a time and to a place. And we believe that in the world of manufacturing and engineering, there are a lot of use cases that can benefit from the same tool. There's no special hardware. Everything used on your nomadic device can be an iPhone, an Android, an iPad, or a tablet. Full technical support for both the core technology and applications, so support throughout the journey, the digital journey, and configurable digital forms. So you are very flexible with modifying the forms to your liking and customizing to your organization's needs.
So where we're finding this particularly useful is to create a product passport. So where you have to have the complete raw material chain through to assembled product, validated product, through to delivered product, you're able to complete a passport for your product delivered to your client. So you've got a complete history of where it's come from.
Thank you, Tim. Right, so now I'm going to go for the actual demo of the app. It's just under 30 minutes. If you've got questions, please log them in the chat or reserve them for after the presentation.
Sorry, Yanev, rather than in the chat, if we can log questions in the Q&A feature, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Godfrey. All right, I'll start the demo now. Okay, today we're going to start a demo, a JigsawSafe demo. We're going to show in that demo how to start an event, a new event, how to allocate the form to that event. We're going to go through how you can fill out the form, the various instructions within the form, the various features in the form, then how to upload the form once it's completed, how to take additional photos and videos and attach it to the same event. And we're going to do a live call as well. And at the end of the demo, we're going to show the Media Hub, what it looks like in the Media Hub, how you can share files securely, and how you can use an uploader to upload third-party documents. So let's crack on. First of all, I'll share my screen. Peter, can you see the Media Hub and an image of my mobile?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, and I'm moving the image of my mobile. Great stuff. So you can see now the two main features of the system. You see the front end, which is a nomadic device, which I'm moving now. It's now loaded on my Android phone. It can be loaded on an iOS as well. And in the back, you can see the Media Hub. It's a portal where all the completed files are uploaded securely and are stored securely there. So we'll go through now the event. So the first thing you need to do is create an event, and the event reference will be used later to attach additional files and folders to it, and it'll be used to search in the portal once it's uploaded. So the event, if you like, is a folder name. So I'll start a new one, and I will call it Demo 0305. And when I save it, it creates a folder called Demo 0305. Now I click on that and I get to the home screen of the device. And the home screen shows certain options. We will go through them one by one. Top left is the live. We will do that later. We will hold a live call. This is a secure live call that can be recorded and attached to any event. Video, you can take ad hoc videos. photo, you can take ad hoc photos. Forms, which will be the main body of this demonstration. The submission tile is where all the captured data and completed forms are stored before they're uploaded to the Media Hub. And the help button is self-explanatory. Help, if you need technical help, you can send the logs to the technical support team, etc., etc. So we'll go straight to the forms. And here you can start adding forms. You can allocate a form to an event. So by clicking Add, it opens a library. And these are pre-filled, pre-configured forms that we've created to customers and to our own use. You can see there's quite a few of them. And those forms, I can see the entire library because I'm signing as an admin, but you can actually restrict the view of the forms allocated to a specific user ID. And the user ID can be grouped as well. So certain groups can see only certain forms. Then users within the group can see even narrower focus of these forms, etc., etc. So you got quite a good control on which forms you are making available for the user to attach to an event. So I'm going to go ahead and select BESS warranty replacement. This is a form that is being used by our technicians on almost a daily basis. This is when we do warranty replacements of battery energy storage systems for our clients. I'm going to click on the form and it opens up 5 sections, and each section has a different title and a different purpose. Therefore, it will have certain elements that needs to be filled out. And you can see that they all have a red flag says required on them. When you set up a form, you can configure each field to be mandatory or optional. Mandatory fields must be filled. And when there's a mandatory field within a section, the section showed as required. When you open the section, you can see straight away which ones are mandatory because they got a required flag on it, which ones are optional. In this case, for instance, in first section, all of the fields are mandatory. You can't, so it's just a note, you can't complete a form and upload it to the Media Hub before all the fields are filled out. So I'm going to go now through the form. I'm going to go slowly and fill out all those sections. So the first question, confirm that you're wearing provided gloves. PPE is very important. You see, the minute that I tick that box, the flag turns green, complete, and I can move on to the next field. Confirm working area is free from obstruction. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill it out. The next one, for instance, is an optional one. I'm going to leave it out for a minute just to show that optionals you don't have to fill out or do anything. The next field, does the inverter appear to be functioning correctly? Now you see the next one, the video is or a photo is mandatory. So I'm going to click on that. And it opens my screen. It's connected to my camera. And I'm going to take a photo. And this was a first evidential link in that form. So that photo that I've taken now has a timestamp and has a geostamp. And this can be then used as evidence that that event took place at a certain place in a certain time.
Okay, so all the mandatory fields are now complete. So this section now is complete. So I'm not going to go over to the next one. Just fill those. I'm going to go through these relatively quick. Another feature of the system, you can scan a barcode. So instead of filling out manually the number, you can scan a barcode. So in this case, I'm going to do that by clicking the camera button. Oh, now the barcode is entered. I can delete one of those photos. I'm going to keep those and move on. The next field is not mandatory, so therefore the section is complete. And I'm going to go through the rest rapidly. The home screen, and I click on submission. You can see that that form, best warranty replacement, is now in the top half of the screen, is ready to be uploaded. So it's tickable. It's got a box I can tick and upload it. I won't upload it just yet. I'll just show you how I can add now additional photos and videos. Go back to the home screen and just say you forgot something in the form and you wanted to take some additional features, maybe they are not absolutely not features that were included in the form, but are required nevertheless. You can add a photo and you can add a video. Again, with every video, you can leave bookmarks as well. Now you can see that the photo and the video are ready to be submitted as well. So I'm going to go ahead and tick the form and press the submit button. Now the system is encrypting all the data and uploading it safely to the Media Hub. Now this requires a signal, not a very good signal, because you can use even 3G on that. You don't need Wi-Fi. I'm on Wi-Fi at the moment. But the beauty of the system is it compresses significantly. And when it compresses, you can actually use 3G to upload your media to the Media Hub. You don't need all the you don't need always Wi-Fi. What happens with the Media Hub? The Media Hub is waiting until the file is received in its entirety. And then what it does, it sends a message to the nomadic device to delete the media of the nomadic device. So you can see that the screen turned blank now. There's nothing more to be uploaded. But I can even go into my picture gallery and see that there's nothing here from today. Nothing today is the 3rd of May, and the last picture here is from the 28th of April. So nothing actually is retained on the device. That's another safety feature. So you got only one version of that evidence, and it's all now held in the Media Hub. Okay, before we leave this nomadic device, we're going to run now a live call. So say we've got an issue in the field and we want to consult an expert, or we want to just hold a verification call. So Peter is going to demonstrate now a live call feature. I'm going to start a live call on my mobile. and Peter is going to answer it from the Media Hub, and he'll be able to control my camera, zoom in, zoom out, control the flash, take some bookmarks, and let's see how it goes. I'll start now. Peter, would you drop off Teams now?
Yes.
Okay. Let's start a live call. You see it opens up the camera, and there's a little clapperboard icon here that I click, and when I click it, it will pop up in the Media Hub. You can see a little icon popped up in the Media Hub, and anyone with access to that event, that's it. So Peter is now answering it. You can see him here on my image. He's zooming in, zooming out, leaving bookmarks, operating the flash. And that's it. That live call is now recorded, scrubbed, encrypted, compressed, and uploaded into the Media Hub. Peter has joined us. Great. Okay. So we've done everything on there is to know about the device, the mobile device. We can see that there's nothing left to be submitted. Just want to show you one more feature. I mentioned before that forms can be added, but they need to be completed. So if I select now this form is now out CTA, has been attached to that event. If I go back to the home screen and click submission, you can see that that form is there, but it shows required and I can't tick it and submit it. So it's got still fields that needs to be completed. Okay. So now let's see what it all looks like on the Media Hub. So we've got now the Media Hub in front of us.
You need to clear the filter, you need.
Filter. And all the photos, videos, live calls are all showing now in the Media Hub. So let's start with the form, the completed form, best warranty replacement. You can see it all. That's a form, what the form looks like, all the photos that I've taken, the answers that are filled out are all here. The videos, you can see a video icon. The photo, you can see a photo icon. The signature box. This form now can be downloaded either as a rich text file, so a Word file, a PDF, or a CSV, which is an Excel file. I'll click on PDF. It's downloading it. And this is what it looks like. So you can see a thumbnail of the picture that I've taken and a thumbnail of the geostamp and all the answers here. This icon here, JigsawSafe, by the way, is configurable. So you can, if you were to buy a license, it can have your company collateral, company logo on that, on there instead of JigsawSafe. I'll go back to the Media Hub.
Click on the image, Yaniv, that'll show the geostamp.
I will. So go back to the video, and if I click on one of those images, you can see the image and you can see the geostamp. The geostamp is connected to the Google map, so you can actually go drop it off. You can see exactly. So if, for instance, one of your suppliers were to use the app and he's saying that he's in a place so and so in a factory, you can actually verify it using this feature. Go back to the Media Hub and look at the videos and the photos that I've uploaded as well. So you remember there was one photo again with a geostamp and a timestamp. There was one video as well. So I'll click on the video and it opens it as a video file. And you can see here, you can see a little notch here, that's a bookmark. Or you can click here on bookmarks and it will show exactly the points in the video that you can go straight to. And again, timestamps and geostamped. And then the live call. That was a live call. You can see the geostamp and you can see the video that Peter took. And that's all the data that we've captured now in the Media Hub. You can see the little green lock. This green locks is a feature of the system that denotes that the data that was uploaded is deemed as has been verified as authentic. So it's not been tampered with, and since it's been uploaded, nobody tried to tamper with. If it's corrupted, if it's deemed to be not genuine, so someone actually tried to tamper with a picture before it was uploaded, it will show as amber or red, depends on the code. And then the technicians can go in and see exactly what feature was there was an attempt in tampering with. This feature is what makes this tool evidential, and therefore in the UK can be held as evidence in court and is being used, as we mentioned before, by the insurance sector. So now I'm going to show you some other features in the Media Hub, and one of them is how to share the data. So we go back to our form here. And you can see at the bottom of the form, you can see all the files that are attached to the same event. So all the ones that were linked to demo 0305 are showing here. So we can go ahead now and try to share these with an external. So I'll just take this photo. And I'm going to share it with an external. So Peter here on the call, I'm going to use his email. Peter, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yeah. So it's Peter. .com. When you send to an external user, you can specify exactly the access that you are allowing them to the media. So for instance, you can tell them that they've got only, today is the 3rd, we can give Peter only 2 days to access and 3 attempts Please view. Now Peter will get a link, and that link will allow him 3 views of that media. If he tries it the 4th time, he won't be able to do it. You won't be able to download it. You won't be able to forward on to anybody. So this make sure that that version of the truth remains in the audience that you intend it to be. So you can share it with your clients, you can share it with your team, but you can always, you have full control of the media. So I'm going to share media now. Go back to the screen. I'm going to stop sharing now. And Peter, can you share your screen, please?
Yes.
That's it.
There's the
Media
link.
upload. Yeah.
Yep. Click on the link. Okay.
The system gives you a username, a temporary username, and a temporary password. We try to keep it simple. The password is always very simple. And you can't paste it. And here you go.
That's
So
all I can
Peter
say.
has it now. And you can see he's got a very limited, he can only view it effectively.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you, Peter. You can unshare now. And I'll reshare. All right. Last feature really for today's demo is the uploader. The uploader gives you an option to upload third-party documents from your computer and attach it to the same event. So case example could be an engineering drawing, for instance, that was missing from the event, or a certificate, a certain certificate that was not available at the time of the event and can be added later. The uploaded documents are verified at the point of upload, but not before that. So if it's a photo, for instance, and the photo has been tampered with, the system's got no way of verifying that the photo is authentic. So it will assume that it's authentic from the moment of upload. That's the only difference. And it gives, the lock will be a different shade of green, and there will be a little icon shows that it's been uploaded. So I'm going to click on Uploader and click on Upload Media. And you need to tell the system where to allocate that media. So that was called Demo 0305. And I'm going to select Media. I'm going to select this data sheet, open it, and it's now been uploaded. So in a few minutes, it will be, the system is checking it, verifying it, and here it is. It's now attached to the same file. You can also send a link, create an upload link. So if, for instance, Peter or any other colleague would have a file that would want to upload to exactly the same event, you can create an upload link and follow exactly the same logic. You just put the name, specify the email address, and you give the number of uploads. You can restrict the number of uploads you give that individual. And that is the end of the demo.
Okay, we're back. So that concludes our presentation, Godfrey. I guess if there's any questions.
Okay, well, it looks as though there's one question. Oh, sorry, that's a response to a previous question in the Q&A. As you've been speaking, Arj has been answering some questions in the chat feature. So thanks for that, Arj. It keeps
Thanks.
things flowing. Don't know if Tim or Arj, you've got anything more to add to what Yaniv has presented.
I think the only thing to add would be, Yaniv, could you just display the last page of your presentation with your email? I know it's a very complex and long-winded demonstration, so if anybody's got any specific interest, it might be easier directly to email us, and we could actually answer that on a one-to-one basis, or give you a demonstration of how it could actually particularly apply to your situation. I think your email's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
There, yeah. So you'll find Yaniv's email is there. So you can email us direct or go contact us via the Jigsaw Business Group website, and we'll be able to give you a bit more of a specific one-to-one demonstration or tailor it specifically to your requirements.
And there's a question from Roger Howarth. Can we get a copy of the recording, please? Yes, it will be made available on the Mersey and West Cheshire channel on YouTube. Okay, so if there are no more questions, I think that's been a very, very good demonstration with an awful lot of features very quickly explained, and being a little bit of
a lot to take in.
A little bit of a technophobe and needing to see things more than once. I think I for one would be looking for another demonstration of the features, but it all looks extremely interesting. And I'm sure that everyone will join me in saying thank you for relaying all that information. Thank you for taking the time to share it with us. I'm sure there will be more questions that come. It's usually the way after something's finished and the ability to ask direct has disappeared. There have been more questions. So you've seen the contact emails for Arj in particular.
Yeah.
Just displayed. You've got my contact details, which I will share again on screen now, and take the opportunity to say to the presenters, thank you very much. It's been really very useful and interesting. And to everyone who's attended and listened in this afternoon, especially with the last minute disruption of moving from Microsoft Teams onto a Zoom call. A little bit of a panic for ourselves for a little while, but we got there. We succeeded, hopefully. We know there's been an audience because there's been some questions coming. So we are always very grateful for that. And as I said, if anyone's got any further questions or requirement for a CPD certificate, please email me. And the video recording will be online very soon. And with that, if there are no more questions, I I'll say to everybody, again, thank you very, very much for joining. Hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and hopefully see you soon.